It's time for the way overdue news. Welcome to the news. Recently, over 80 years ago, back in 1960, a group of men by the names of John Aglin, Clarence Aglin, and Frank Maurice were sent to the unescapable prison of Alcatraz. Long story short, they escaped. In 1962. Not to mention, in Alcatraz's heyday, it was the ultimate maximum security prison with inmates including dangerous public enemies such as Al Capone and George Machine Gun Kelly, criminals who have had a history of escapes. An occasional odd character like the infamous Birdman of Alcatraz. Anywho, we have captured footage of the whole thing and how they escaped with commentary. So, you guys have any ideas on how to escape? This is the most unescapable prison out there. I don't know. The security's pretty tight. More than 150 guards patrol the Alcatraz prison, by the way. I got it. We can dupe the security guard with a fake dummy head distraction in the bed while we escape. You really think that's gonna work? The inmates proceeded to make a fake head with plaster made of toothpaste, paper mache, and flesh-like paint. But they needed one more thing. Doesn't look like there's any supplies that could look like hair. Well, sorry, Morris. Gotta go bald. And on the evening of June 11th, this plan apparently fooled the night guards, and they only found out when they poked their baton at the head, falling onto the floor and breaking. Sir, you know the inmates in cell B138, B150, and B152? Oh, of course. Slippery ones they are. But there's no way they can escape the most inescapable.
They escaped.
That's a good one. What do you mean they're gone?
I don't know, they're just gone.
Then what are you doing here? Go find them or you're fired! After that possible screw-up of a lifetime, the whole prison went into lockdown, and the intensive search began. The next part of this escape was already in motion. Meanwhile, they had constructed a couple of things after the plaster head, and being life jackets, paddles, homemade drills that were made of scrap metal of spoons, and a whole ding-dang raft made out of security raincoats. Like, what were they giving those inmates? It's like they were asking them to escape. Also, there was one other problem about this escape. The entire prison was surrounded by freezing, choppy waters 1.25 miles long with, you guessed it, they were completely infested with sharks. But ever since that fateful day, they were never found. Most people say the raft broke apart and they drowned in the water, or they had been eaten by the sharks during the search for them. But no bodies, remains, or blood was ever found. So in my case of the best escape ever, they totally made it.